I did online school.
Oh, you did online, so you didn't drop out.
No.
You didn't drop out to be a TikToker.
No, ew, no, I can't, no.
Right.
Do you know the Sway House?
Yeah, I know this way.
So I actually stayed there for a couple nights.
Oh, wow.
I have a lot of tea. I'm gonna take her bougie ass to Rodeo and then let her pick up whatever she wants.
CC Gucci hippo, take her whatever she want. She pissed me off somehow, she still get whatever she want.
Welcome back to Unsafe Haven. Today our guest is Gabby Murray, and you might be like, wow, we have a new guest, and wow, we're in a new location. That's because the library that we're normally in is my community clubhouse, and it's being renovated right now. So it is another clubhouse, but we're here today. How are you doing, Gabby?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. So a lot of people might not recognize you, but you were the queen of 2020 or Quarantinetok, right?
Yes.
You were, I don't know if you guys, my audience might be a little bit younger, but they might recognize you from like your transition videos and your cloning videos.
Yeah, so like I did a bunch of editing content where I would like make 2 or 3 or 4 of myself, and I would do some really cool things with like my hand. I would like close the door with my mind or my hand and like edit all that stuff, like Stranger Things type content, and that's kind of what took off for me.
So what made you like just get in? Let's just dive right into that. What made you start posting TikToks?
Well, I was really bored because my mom is a single mom and she was working all the time to take care of my brother and I. And so I was so bored. I begged her to get me a phone, and I always loved entertaining my family with like family. I don't know. I would try and put some stuff together with my cousins, like singing or dancing. And so once I kind of found out, you know, Musical.ly at the time was a thing.
Oh, so you were on Musical.ly.
I was, yeah. I
thought COVID was TikTok. That was Musical.ly.
Well, no, COVID. No. COVID was TikTok, but it was Musical.ly before TikTok, and I was on Musical.ly. That's kind of where I started, and then once it turned into TikTok is when I blew up a little bit, and then quarantine, COVID, all that.
Did you guys even know what Musical.ly is? I bet most people don't even know what it is.
Like
our age might, but 15 under, there's no way they know what Musical.ly is.
I know.
So you were one of the Musical.ly creators.
I was, I was on it.
Did your account get like taken down from Musical.ly, or is it the same account?
It's the same account, which is crazy.
You lucked out because a lot of people lost their accounts.
I know.
Damn. So you were then when it was like, I'm sure you got made fun of a lot then for that, because Musical.ly is like when it was still cringy. Like now everyone wants to be an influencer, but like when you did it, it was like, I don't want people to know I have to talk on my phone. Right.
It was really kind of something that people thought I was weird for. They just didn't really understand, like, why is she making videos? Like, this is annoying. And I would try and make videos with my friends. They just didn't get it. And people just thought I was weird for it. And like, why are you doing that? Like, you're trying to be famous. Like, why?
Was there ever a time where like it was like got really bad, like the bullying or nothing?
It got bad. In high school, it was pretty bad. There was like some fake account that was made that was threatening me and posting really mean stuff, and a lot of people in my class knew about it. Yeah. And I kind of found out through someone else, and it was just not safe for me to be at school anymore. Really? There was like an investigation that went on, and unfortunately, you know, that was right after the Parkland shooting that happened, and obviously that was very close to.
Oh, that was close to you.
It was.
So where were you?
So I was at Gardens High School.
That's in Florida.
Yeah,
yes. That's like.
And then so Parkland was about, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes, which is super close. And also some people from my school knew people from that school, and so I was getting threats, like direct threats. Dang. So it was something that, like, you know, the principal and my mom and me had to kind of talk about. There was an investigation that went on. It was very scary, and I just I just needed to leave, and it was better off because I loved online school.
Did you ever like find out who was threatening you? Like it was anonymous sometimes.
It was anonymous.
You still have no idea.
Still have no idea. I made like a fake account at one point trying to like get them to meet up with me, like as a student, but I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I just left. I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
You left school.
I did online school.
Oh, you did online, so you didn't drop out.
No, oh my God, no.
You didn't drop out to be a TikToker.
No, ew, no, I can't. No. I don't recommend that. Don't do that, please. I finished high school, and I also did dual enrollment as well.
Oh, you did?
So, you know, yeah.
Which college did you do?
I did Palm Beach State.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then
I did. I think I have like in terms of credits, about half of my associates.
Oh,
I
wow.
just never finished it.
Yeah, and then you never went to college after. So that's when you decided to pursue social media full time.
Yes, yeah.
Did you want to graduate high school, or did your parents make you finish high school?
No. I wanted to graduate high school. I knew that was like the bare minimum. Like
Yeah.
I was like getting into college, and actually I wanted to do orthodontistry. That's kind of what I was getting into. But then I started making videos and pursuing that. But yeah.
What do you think about like people that like drop out of a high school, for example, to be influencers? Like influencers, like there's a lot that make a lot of good money, but here's the thing: it's like it's not really a sustainable job. Like when you're
No.
40 years old, you're not gonna be an influencer. So what do you think about the people that are like dropping out of high school nowadays to be like influencers and full time doing it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a risky move because you really, like, if it doesn't work out, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I feel like if you don't, it's just not sustainable. Like you said, it's not a sustainable thing. You can't do it when you're 40. And that's why I think it's just not a good move. But if that's what you want to do it. I'm not saying to do
So then
it.
what's your plan when you're 40 then? Because you didn't go to college. So what's your like
Yeah,
plan?
so right now I'm going to esthetician schools like cosmetology. So I'm working on laser and electrology. So I'm working
wow.
to get that license. Basically, I'll be registered to do facials and do laser hair removal and all things laser and electrology. But I'm really doing that because of my skincare company, Natics,
yeah?
which is on the table.
You mean Natics?
It's
I'm sure
Natics.
this is a skincare company. I keep pronouncing it wrong. It makes her so mad.
Okay, so it's a play on the word fanatic. Because we're skincare fanatics. I'm a skincare fanatic. My co-founder Zavi Hasnani is a skincare fanatic.
And you got your little Fanatic Friday little podcast.
Yeah, so that's something that like I kind of paused for right now because we're doing a rebrand. This is actually a little sneak peek of our new packaging. These are our sample pouches that we created. But so that's kind of being reworked. But yeah, Fanatic Friday is sleeping right now.
So what
She's in
really-
a self-care session.
What took you from being an influencer to wanting to start a whole company?
So really, it's always kind of been a passion for me. I've always really been into skincare itself. Just talking like more about skincare. I struggled with my skin a lot. Like in high school, that's also something that I was kind of getting bullied for because I'd post all these videos online. They were like, "She's so ugly. Like she has all these pimples," and I had a lot of problems with my skin, and I always was so jealous of all the other girls like being so like they have such clear skin. I just had a weird stage. I also had like hormonal issues like PCOS, which is something that I still struggle with and it's hard, but it definitely contributed to my poor skin. And so when I kind of, lucky enough, I was able to succeed enough in the realm of social media to be able to
10 mil followers.
Yeah.
You're the biggest creator we've had so far, for
I
sure.
am so grateful to be able to, have some, cash to invest in something that I really truly believe in, which is skincare. And, I saw a gap in the market. My business partner also saw a gap in the market, and we really just wanted to go for it. Also, being an entrepreneur is like obviously a lot more self-sustainable than a TikToker.
And honestly though, but
whatever.
you kind of, I've been recently treating like social media people, you kind of are your own entrepreneur. Like your personal brand is your business.
It is.
It's like, there's just a big spike of entrepreneurs nowadays.
Yes.
That's what I think it is. That's why I think everyone wants to be an influencer, because there's a big spike in entrepreneurs. Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur, and that's just your way of making your business who you are and your brand. But so you have 10 million followers. I consider you personally big or maybe famous. What like amount of maybe followers do you think is that threshold to make someone famous?
Honestly, I think it's so dumb. I really don't. I don't think there's, in my opinion, famous. Like I don't consider that even being like a number. I think like if you're well known, I guess, I don't know. I don't really like that word.
So you wouldn't consider yourself
No.
famous? Okay.
God, no.
Do you think you could?
No.
Do you think you have like a famous era then? So it's like you probably got recognized a lot more back then.
Oh my God, yeah.
So do you think back then you were famous?
No.
okay.
I would consider famous like someone like, Kylie Jenner, the Kardashians potentially, but also like Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez.
Those are
I
like
don't know.
A-list celebrities.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like,
you think famous is an A-list celebrity?
that's just the way I see it. And I feel like also the word famous, like if you say like, oh yeah, I'm famous, like it kind of comes with this,
Oh, it does.
this ego sort of. And I don't think that's really right because I feel like we're all people, even like, A-list celebrities like Billie Eilish or whatever. they're just people. Like they're just people,
No,
and
100%.
they want, you know, the same thing. Everybody wants to be loved. Like I don't know. I just think I don't like the word because it just comes
Speaking
with
of
ego.
love, you're married, right?
I
You got married at
am.
what, 20, 21?
22.
22.
I got
That's
married
young.
at 20. Or wait, was I 22? I don't even remember. I think so.
So yeah, tell us about that. So
Or I am
you told
22.
me that
I don't know.
you eloped.
Yes,
Tell
I
us
did.
like I
Or no,
won't
I was
start to
21.
finish
I
because
was
like I bet there's a whole backstory how you guys met because it's like
yeah, so
different backgrounds and
yeah,
all that.
so we met on Discord, which
No way.
yeah, so for those of you who don't know, it's basically like Skype, I guess. Like I mean not really, but like it's for gamers to kind of chat all together and meet each other. I guess Skype's like the best way I can describe it because you can video chat and call and you know, and so essentially I made a server on Discord. And I was getting very heavily into gaming at the time, a couple years ago, actually 4 years ago now, or 5 actually, I don't know. And so I, you know, I was in there and then I started streaming on Twitch and we were looking for moderators to help with my Twitch through Discord just because it's like a whole gaming community. And so Anthony, my now husband, applied on I had posted it on Snapchat. He found me on Snapchat and
She's a Snapchat fan.
yeah, he swiped up and like
Oh.
submitted a thing like because we had forms.
Yeah.
And then we went through a bunch of them and I had to interview like the top people. So I interviewed him, whatever. This is like 4 years ago now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
And so
wait,
yeah.
was he like a fan? Do you think he was
I mean, he wasn't a fan. He just saw me on Snapchat. He was like, "Oh, she's pretty. She has a Discord. Like, I'm on Discord. I play video games." And he at the time had no friends like to play video games with. So he was just like, "Let's see what happens." And then we became friends for years. And then we started dating. We started talking and dating. And yeah.
Well, how'd you guys meet from Discord to talking and dating? How'd you guys meet in person?
Yeah, so we actually met in Charlotte. So we got together with one of our other Discord friends. His name is Jeff. He lives in Charlotte, and then his sister Karen also lives there. And so Anthony is in Fayetteville. He's stationed at Fort Liberty. He's in the U.S. Army, 82nd Airborne Division.
Wow.
And yeah, so he drove all the way to Charlotte. And I flew there to hang out, and then that's how we met in person. And then we just hit it off and started dating. Yeah.
Then, so how long were you guys dating before you guys got engaged?
Oh, like 5 months.
No way.
Yeah.
That's not enough time. Well, I mean, it worked out, but like
I
I feel like
know.
normally that's
It's
not
crazy.
a lot of time.
Yeah.
5 months.
It's
What?
crazy. I know. It's
what
one
sped
of my
it up? Do you know why it was so fast?
Listen, it's one of my impulse decisions. But listen, honestly, the way I see it is like I feel like when you know, and that sounds so stupid. Like I sound like a stupid idiot saying like, oh, like she got married 5 months in. But seriously, I mean, it's really something where, you know, he's super committed, I'm super committed, we have great communication. I feel like I just was very comfortable with the situation. And if you can do something or say yes to something like that so quickly and be confident in it, right? And like, you know, because marriage is a big deal. I mean, I think we all know that. So I think, you know, it was just the right thing for me. And I'm so happy. We've been married for a year now. We live together in North Carolina. I'm very happy and it's great.
And you eloped, right?
I did elope.
So what was the decision behind that?
Well, I mean, I don't really know. I just kind of wanted to do it.
You just wanted
He's in the army, so it's kind of a thing.
Do you know how long he's going to be in the army for?
So he's out in October.
Forever.
Well, he's gonna be in the VA, or not the VA, what am I saying? Veteran assistance. No, he's in the hold on, I gotta think about what it's called. National Guard.
National Guard. Okay,
so
nice.
he's gonna be technically enlisted still, but like part-time. So it's not gonna be anywhere, you know, what he's doing now.
And how is like married life? Has anything changed from dating to married?
Well, we have a house now.
Oh, you have a house.
We do, at
cool.
the army base. So like when you get married, they move out of the barracks, and the barracks are like, you know, the college dorm of, I guess, like army life, you know, military life, and you get a house or an apartment or whatever you want, and you move in and start your life, and it's great.
So you live on the army base?
I do currently, yeah, for right now.
So are there any like crazy experiences that happen there?
There's a lot of booming.
Oh.
Yeah, they get used to that. But
Do you ever like
like
go out there and like play with guns or anything? Or
Oh no, I
guns?
can't do that. I
No?
can't do that. But Anthony's really good at shooting. He's very he gets like a lot of perfect. They go out there and they shoot. I think it's like 40 rounds, and I think he's hit it like 40 out of 40 a couple of times.
Wow.
So he's very good. I don't know how to do that. I went shooting one time, not there, but I couldn't even hit the target.
And that's
so.
in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But then I've always wondered this because I've never been to LA, but you're a big influencer. I'm sure you've been to LA a couple times.
Yes.
Okay. How's that like? I want to go there sometime. Tell me everything, all your stories, everything's going on down in LA.
Yeah, so LA is not my cup of tea. It's very much, I mean, it's very fake. It's very platonic and very, like, I don't know, superficial. It's very superficial. I feel like it's very hard to find anybody, like like anybody. I mean, even friends. I mean, relationships. I mean, like just what am I saying? Like collaborations, like with people.
Yeah.
They won't collab with you if you don't have a certain amount of followers or engagement.
Really?
Like it just doesn't. No.
What's more important there, engagement or followers? You think?
I honestly, it just depends on the person. In my opinion, I would say engagement, of course, but. I think it's so dumb.
So then, have you had any bad experiences with people there?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Let's get some name drops. We can always bleep them out if you want.
All right. Well, the first time I was in LA, well, actually no, it wasn't the first time. It was like the third time I was there. Do you know the Sway House?
Yeah, I know the Sway House.
Yeah, so I actually stayed there for a couple nights.
Oh wow.
I have a lot of tea.
Let's hear the tea.
But,
can we hear it?
Okay, yeah. I mean, listen, honestly, all the boys were so nice.
That's good.
So sweet. Sorry, that's not tea, but I'm like, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But seriously, they were so welcoming. Everybody that was in the Sway House. If you know, you know. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna name drop, but Josh was very nice to me.
Were you like with one of the guys at the time, or
no. I was really just there because I was a part of the management, and I needed a place to stay in LA in a pinch. So I kind of, I was there and there was space, so I just slept over. I was literally like on the couch that pulled out. Like it wasn't like I wasn't with anybody or anything. Yeah. But yeah, it was great. And then I mean, I'm trying to think of like juicy stuff. I think, okay, so that time it was Josh's birthday. I think it was like his 18th birthday or something. He had like a big party. And a lot of people were at that party. And someone was looking for someone. And she came up to my friends and I at the party and she was like, hey, have you seen this person?
Yeah.
And I was like, no. But I was like, trying to introduce myself to everyone, just trying to meet people. And I was like, hi, like, my name's Gabby. I really like your stuff, like your content. Very nice to meet you. So where is this person? Like, looks me up and down.
Really?
Yeah.
Yikes. Do you name drop who that was?
It was Addison Rae.
Addison Rae.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yikes. So she's.
I'm not saying. Listen, everybody has their moments. I'm sure she was looking for Dixie. And I was like, all right, girl, like whatever. I'm sure she was really stressed about finding her. Listen, everybody has their moments. I'm not like trying to judge her off that one interaction, right? But people are if they don't know who you are, right? They don't give a shit. And I could give you another example. I was at like one of those events. They have so many events. You got one every day. Really? Sometimes I was at one actually with my management. I went to one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So
no way.
Yeah, and even after dinner, I think at one point. Yeah. So Sheesh. There are events all the time, which is great. It's fun, but you have to understand like it's very, very, very fake. It's not the best. So I went to this one event, actually Lily Collins. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know.
She's an Emily in Paris. It's popular on Netflix, but she did an event with Living Proof. And so she was there, was not nice. Like super, super cold shouldered, did not want to take pictures with anybody. It was literally an event for her.
Damn.
Super rude. I mean, she's definitely A-list celebrity type person. Yeah. So I'm not saying that's like an excuse at all because it's not. She's a person. We're all people. It's rude. But I in terms of influencers, Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think trying to think of more because I have so many. Oh yeah. Okay, so at that event, that's where I was going with that. At that event, I was approached by just like some influencer people, I don't know. And no names, like I don't know who these people were. I don't know who they were. But so they came up to me, like we're just talking, whatever. Oh, so how many followers do you have? I lied. I said I had 1 million.
Yeah.
At the time I had like 8 million, I think. And I was like, yeah, I have 1 million, you know, like I don't want anybody to, because I know I know what's gonna happen. Oh, well, let me follow you. Like, yeah, like maybe we can like do something, whatever. I don't know. Like, let me see. No, like I was like, no, because I didn't want them to see I had that many followers.
Yeah.
I ended up showing them and they were like, wait, but you said you had 1 million. Like, oh my God, we need to clap. Wait, so like, what's your number? Like, it was so fake. It was so bad. Like, it was worse in person. I'm not probably not explaining it correctly, but you kind of understand.
No, I get that.
It's kind of, everybody's like that. Every single person, I don't care who you are, you move to LA, you like it, that's how you are. You change into that. Like, even people that weren't like that. And that's why I think, like, Mr. Beast is so great. Because he's in North Carolina, and I've met him before. Very, very sweet.
You met him?
Yes. Very, very nice.
How'd you meet Mr. Beast?
Well, he was at VidCon, and I said hi to him at the party.
Oh, you went to VidCon. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, so definitely not a fan of LA.
Yeah, I've never been, and I've wanted to go. Like, I just want to go once, probably this summer, just to like see it.
You'll see what I mean.
I have to go out there once. You know, you gotta
of course
see how it is.
for sure.
I've heard so many stories and stuff like that. Are you friends with anyone that's like the Soy House or anyone from there?
No,
still? You're not really in contact with any creators back then.
I mean, not really. The only person I really talked to in LA, or 2 people actually, is Johnny Valentine. Excuse me, he makes music. And then Jojo Sims, he does like prank videos and
Sounds
like
familiar.
explosions. Yeah,
I
you've probably seen him. He has like a lot of crazy viral videos.
So you were in an agency. That's how you say in the Soy House.
Yeah.
What was the agency?
It was Talent X.
So
Yes,
you were in Talent X.
I was one of the beginning people actually.
Wow. So that was Michael Groom was the head of that?
Yes.
So how was that agency?
You know, I was with them for like 4 years, and I was with them through the buyout. So like, I think no, don't quote me on this. I think they got bought out twice from when I was there, because it was like Rect had bought them out, which was like a gaming company, which worked out for me because then I transitioned kind of into gaming and I was doing Twitch and all that stuff. But it was great. Like, they did what they said they were gonna do. I got a lot of brand deals. That's where I made like a lot of my money and was able to fund Natics. So I'm very grateful.
Well, no, now you do. Well, you did or do Fanfix or Passes, one of those.
Yes.
But that makes good money. And I was wondering actually this. You're married, but you do that. How does your husband feel about that?
Well, he doesn't really care because I don't post anything like OnlyFans type stuff.
Yeah.
I really just kind of repurpose like clickbaity photos on my Snapchat.
Gotcha. So do you think that most people view those platforms as like OnlyFans platforms, where they're like, it's starting to get now more normalized for like creators to have the exclusive content that's not like actually like bad?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different opinions about this, because I've actually worked with managers that thought it was like brands are like never gonna work with you if you're doing this or whatever. And I just think that's so BS, because if you look at, I mean, a lot of more creators and big creators.
Yeah, I saw Livy Dunn just went on Passes.
Yes.
That was it was a multi-million-dollar deal. I saw news of that.
I don't know. And she was on Sports Illustrated. She worked with countless brands, and she still continues to do that. I can name Brooke Monk. She's on Fanfix. Like, she does extremely well, does deals with Celsius and all this stuff. I don't think that people, I don't think it affects anything. I mean, it's one thing that if it really does affect a brand, that's where I would be concerned. But as a viewer, I don't give a shit. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't care.
Gotcha. No, I know. Get your bag. It's definitely a good bag for sure. That's good. Awesome. I mean, so are you switching to Passes, or can't announce that? Can we cut that? Are you?
We can announce it. It's fine. They're fine.
So you're switching to Passes.
I am switching to Passes.
So that's pretty good, because I'm on I'm on Passes. I'm not really
very excited.
I'm not super active on it anymore because I'm focused on the podcast and like that. But good stuff for you with Passes. I connected her with this guy there.
Thank you.
Shout out for sure. But I never talked about this. Editing. You edit your videos, your old videos. You did a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of editing, all that stuff. Did you edit your own stuff?
I did. All of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Everything.
That was because those back then there wasn't that many, like there was no AI, there was no CapCut how it is now.
No.
You must have spent a lot of time editing.
Like I would say average on a video, and I'm talking like 15 seconds, if not less. Like 6 hours.
6 hours for 15-second video.
Because I self-taught myself everything.
Wow.
So I would go on Video Store for hours and play around with effects and like, oh my God, how can I do this in a different way and make this thing and this thing? So it took a while, but I was so worth it. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I love to be creative and do different things. And that's ultimately how I kind of got my start into TikTok. So
because your editing was better than everyone else. That's what made you.
Thanks. And I actually even edited like people's videos, like not only other creators, which was, you know, cool, but I also edited like fan videos as well, because at one point I was doing tutorials on YouTube, and there was one thing like it was this trend that was going on, and one effect I think was paid, and I put free in the tutorial because, like, you know, that gets more views on YouTube. And I actually felt so bad that I told everybody in the YouTube video, DM me your video and I'll edit it for you because I have the version. And I did that for like, I want to say like almost 1,000 people. Like I would spend all day doing it.
Wow. How long did it take per person?
It wasn't too long. I would say like 5 minutes. It was a simple trend, but
let's do the math. 1,000 times 5
it was a
minutes.
lot. It took a lot of time. It was like weeks of.
That's 83 hours of just doing stuff for your fans. That's commitment. I mean,
I
good
felt
stuff.
bad. I was like, I put free. I'll do it for you, and it took me 5 minutes. I'm like, I usually spend hours, so it's fine.
That's nice. Shout out to her for being nice to her fans. That's 83 hours is all the time. Good stuff there. Mad respect. Do you miss how TikTok used to be?
I do.
You do?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like a lot.
What do you miss most?
I just feel like everybody's trying so hard now. I liked when it was weird. I liked when I was the weirdo doing the videos because it was just so much more fun. I feel like now everybody's like, well, what's the secret formula? Like, how do I do this? And it's so fake now.
You're right. You're honestly really right. Yeah, it's like back then, people literally did it because they didn't think they were going to make money. They didn't think they were going to blow up. They just did it. And they didn't even tell their friends because it was fun. And now everyone does it just to like become an influencer and make money.
And
it's very superficial.
And I don't like that.
And even the fans are starting to, I feel like they're starting to not like influencers. Your co-founder said this is actually, they're like, people aren't liking like the paid brand deals. They aren't liking the influencer. They're just liking the people that are like relatable. Like the people that share their struggles. The people that are just like really honest with the camera. Well, you missed the TikTok, but you changed your content. Do you think it's necessary to change your content to stay alive?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to. You have to, because if you don't, you're not gonna, no one's gonna watch the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, well, it's also a little bit different for girls, though. Girls have a little different because, like, if you're a girl, like, there's a lot of girls, like Charlotte D'Amelio, for example. She blew up for looking attractive and dancing, and she still does the same thing. So, I mean, there's a lot of creeps online too. Actually, do you have any like crazy creep stories? Because I'm sure, like, as a girl with like so many followers, there's been some weird things.
Oh yeah, I mean, this isn't like super duper crazy because I'm sure there's like crazier things that happen to other people. But I have had a couple instances where,
the producer,
I'm like
shadowboxing right now.
They're like doing something. It's so funny. I've had a couple instances where I will actually be somewhere live posting, and this is more like for Snapchat. And I actually will have people that come up to me like, hey, I saw you were here, so I came here. Just want to say hi. I'm like, thank you so much for your support, but that's weird.
Have you had, like,
why would you say that?
Have you had people like come to your house or like?
No, thank God. I try and keep that very private, although I've had, you know, videos where I do film like a lot in front of my house, like my childhood home, where I was that was something that I was a little concerned about, especially people know I live in Florida. But I'm like, you know, I haven't had that, knock on wood.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's a girl where we are right now that actually had her house broken into, and like her dad shot and killed the stalker.
You know what? I did hear about that. That's
she lives here, so that's crazy. Side note, but yeah.
Get me out of here. Bye.
She's live here, but she
like
this
community. Bye.
Not in this area, but I'm saying like it's crazy how like as a girl, like I feel like you girl influencers experience a lot of weird stalkers. Like I even have creepy men DMing me, messaging me. So it's like I'm sure as a girl you have a lot of creepy guys. So I'm sure there's some weird stories about that. But Now we're gonna get into everyone's favorite segment, the singing segment. All right. Do you have any songs that you want to sing?
What?
You used to sing.
You did not tell me this. I'm leaving. No, I'm just kidding.
You're not leaving.
I don't know.
All right, you have to sing. So, any songs in your mind? Anything trending or? Come on, there's gotta be
but
something.
isn't this gonna get copyrighted?
Nope. You're
I
gonna
can
sing.
sing really good.
Oh.
I might actually sound like the artist.
All right. So let's see.
Wait, you're gonna give me a song?
Wait, do you have any songs?
No, pick one. I don't know.
All right, I'll pick a
I
anywhere.
probably won't know the words.
I'll pick a anywhere. She rolled down and let her pick up whatever she want. All right, let's okay.
I don't know the song.
You don't know the lyrics? Okay.
I don't listen to rap.
All right, you're gonna say I'm gonna
What
take
about
a
Happy
bougie
Birthday?
ass.
That's the first.
You're gonna say I'm a yes, to go down and let her pick up whatever she want. CC Gucci and hip will take up whatever she want. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, right. So
gonna do-
you want me to read it?
I'm gonna take her.
Wait,
there
are
with-
you gonna?
I'm gonna jump in at this. So you're gonna be like. Gucci ass to go down and let her pick up whatever she want. CC Gucci here to pick up whatever she want.
Okay, I got it. But I need to
but you have to know all of it. But I'm gonna come in with you at CC Gucci hip.
Well, can I read it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take her bougie ass to Rodeo and then wait. Okay, sorry. Wait, I need to hear that again. Okay, I got it. Okay. I'm gonna take her bougie ass to Rodeo and then let her pick up whatever she wants.
CC Gucci take up whatever she wants. All right, we're good. That's good. All right, guys. That's all my questions. Are there anything else you want to cover?
I think we hit everything.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Everyone have a good one. Peace out. Toodles.
Toodles.
All right, there we go.